are most comfortable in. Today we are going to be talking about the beginning of this month's theme is awakening your inner strength. So this month we are embarking on a journey to explore and empower our physical, mental, and emotional resilience. Each week we will be diving into different dimensions of strength, guiding you to cultivate balance and empowering yourself. In week 1, we are focusing on building physical strength through dynamic asanas, our postures that we take throughout our practices, both in yin and in mindful movement. And as we embark on this journey together, we'll be able to tap into our body's innate power, developing our muscle tone, our endurance, and our stability. Each time we come together, we will lay a solid foundation helping you to cultivate physical resilience and a deeper connection to your body. I'd like to start today's class with setting an intention and really just taking a couple of moments to think about what strength means to you, what resilience means to you. And to focus on setting an intention to shift that in some way or to just embody what those qualities are. You don't even have to think about changing what those elements are to us. How can we better embody those in our practice both on and off the mat? Today in Yin Yoga, you may be asking yourself how we are going to build strength through a restorative practice. We'll be focusing on our alignment, how the postures show up for us in our bodies, how our bodies show up for the postures, focusing on our intention and mindfully guiding our bodies into these postures, focusing on some of the movements and ways we isolate certain muscle groups. There are many ways that we can build physical strength and awaken that strength within us during this practice. Bring the hands to the heart, just affirming this intention that you've set for your practice today. And inhale through the nose, cleansing breath in, exhale, release. Open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And we'll come into child's pose just to start. So bringing the blanket to the mat. And bring your knees towards the outside edges of the mat. Walk the hands out, bringing the body towards the earth, forehead towards the earth. You can bring the knees closer in if you'd like more support for your lower back, or you can bring a bolster in and lay the body on the bolster. Draw your awareness to your hips, and just with our intention here, just sinking the hips down towards the earth. Letting them become a little heavier. Noticing that our hearts are open to the earth here, resting on the earth, and think about seeding that intention. Let it, maybe imagine it falling from the heart space into the earth below, planting that seed of strength. Just breathing as deep as you'd like here. Whatever's relaxing to you, just find an organic pace of breath that feels good. Inhale, gaze comes towards the fingertips, and then just walk the hands back slowly, coming to a seated position. Bring the knees inward and find tabletop. When we think of tabletop, we think of this as a pretty strong, pretty stable foundation. We have our wrists stacked underneath our shoulders here, and our fingertips are spread wide. Our palms are really pressing into the earth, pushing the earth away. Our tops of our feet are pressed into the earth as well, and our knees are stacked under our pelvis, under our hips. Think about maybe just in this initial stage of tabletop, drawing the navel inward just slightly, just supporting our spine here by just engaging the core just a little. Notice the difference when you don't draw the navel in. Maybe the weight falls downward and our hips maybe rise a little bit and our lower back maybe arched a little. When we draw the navel in, we support our lower back. So just finding awareness and how this feels in your body as we begin our cat-cows. So finding this stable posture here, and then inhaling, opening the heart center forward, and then dropping the belly, gaze comes forward, slightly up. Exhale, rounding the spine, navel gently drawing towards the spine, pushing into the earth, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, gaze upward, heart center forward, lifting the heart space. Move through these at your own pace with your breath. Feel free to take any organic movements, atypical movements that feel good to your body, maybe a little more movement in the hips. Just kind of checking in where our bodies are today, how we're feeling, where any of those areas are that may be holding more tension, more tightness, maybe in the shoulders, the neck. You can even let our head hang heavy here and maybe nod the head yes or no. Being intentional with our breath and where our weight is in our body as we shift through this cat-cow. And on the next inhale, find that neutral tabletop. And we'll walk the hands out, coming into Sphinx pose. So come down to the forearms, let your legs come out long behind you, and just resting our legs on the earth, pressing our bellies into the earth, our hips, our elbows are stacked under our shoulders, forearms are pressing into the earth. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening the heart center, and gaze can come forward or down towards the mat, softening the gaze between the hands. As you find your place of stillness here, just notice if you're holding any tension in your legs that could be released. You can shake them out a little and then find some stillness there and surrender. Drawing the awareness now to the belly, to the solar plexus here, pressed into the earth. And come into the breath and this exchange of energy with the earth. Our solar plexus is a place of strength and empowerment. It's a place of nourishment. Imagine for a moment just breathing in this space as if the breath is traveling in and out of this energy center. Just breathing here. See if you can find an even inhale and exhale. As you find that ease in the even inhale and exhale, it becomes more natural. Draw your attention to the space below your solar plexus on the mat, on the earth below, and imagine the breath extending into the earth as if you are receiving nourishment, exchanging energy with the earth. Breathing, drawing in nourishment from the earth. Exhale, releasing, letting go of any dense energies. Finding strength and stability as we press our forearms into the earth. We're lifting our heart center, feeling strong and empowered. 3 more breaths here. Exhale, lowering all the way down, bringing the forearms to the top of the mat and just resting your forehead. We'll move into thread the needle. Bring the left hand out, pressing into the earth, and feed the right arm through, coming to rest on that right shoulder. You can place a block under your head here just to support if you'd like. Reaching the left fingertips out and just planting that hand pressed into the earth here. Finding a moment of rest, just letting the weight of the world that has been weighing you down, that you've been carrying around with you, let it melt into the earth. Let it release with each exhale, the shoulders, that backpack of energy that has been making you maybe feel a little sluggish, a little tired. Whatever it is, setting the mindful intention to release some of that tension. Just let the breath be organic here. left shoulder and press into the earth, gently unwinding and coming back through center to pause. Moving into the right side, reaching the right hand out and feeding the left arm through, making any adjustments with props, resting your head. See where you can find stillness. As we breathe into the space of the left shoulder, feeling that tension releasing with each exhale, the weight we've been carrying, letting go of all the what ifs, all the should haves, anywhere that you've been carrying around something that has been taking your power, draining your power from you. We're carrying around energy that we haven't processed, but is not for our betterment, not for our growth and moving forward. It's difficult to move forward. We feel powerless sometimes. Taking the time to intentionally release this weight so that we can feel a little more free. Freeing ourselves from attachments to stories or possible outcomes, and just allowing ourselves to be present here. Liberating ourselves, even just for the time that we're here on the mat. Right hand under the right shoulder, gently unwind, coming back through center to pause. Take 3 cleansing breaths here, just releasing anything that you're still holding on to. Hands under the shoulders and press back, coming back through tabletop. Finding your stability here. Our hands, our wrists stacked under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Connecting with our navel, our solar plexus, drawing that support in and breathing. When you feel ready, step the right foot forward to meet the hands, or walk the foot forward. We'll find dragon on the right side. Grab your blocks and place them on either side of your right foot, coming upright. Maybe walking that right foot forward just a little and let the hips sink down. Find some length in your spine here. Drop the shoulders down, away from the ears. Reach the crown of the head forward. Opening the heart. Pressing through the sole of the right foot. Pressing into the ball mound, the big toe, the heel. Feel the engagement in your body and just notice where these muscles are activating to support you in this posture. Notice the strength that you feel here. What is supporting you as you take a step forward in the next direction? What is your support system? Coming back to that idea of how we feel our strength and resilience from within. What that means to us. Exhale, send the hips back, pointing the right toes towards the front of the mat. And release, coming back through tabletop. Walking the right foot back. Maybe stretching that right leg out behind and just tucking the toes, stretching through the right leg. Before we make our way back to tabletop. Finding our stable posture here, and then when you're ready, making the journey of that left foot towards the hands. Press through the sole of the left foot, coming up to our blocks, finding the alignment that works for your body, and lunge forward, sinking the hips down towards the earth, drawing our shoulders down away from our ears so we're not hunching in. Feeling tall and strong. Heart center forward. Pressing into the ball mound, big toe, the heel. Engaging those muscles. Exhale, send the hips back slowly. Left toes pointed towards the front of the mat. We'll release our blocks and come all the way down to the mat, to your back. Walk that left foot back. And in whatever way is intuitive to you, laying down. Bring the knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Let's just gentle windshield wiper of the knees back and forth. Keep the hips in contact with the earth here. Just isolating the movement in our legs, thighs, really in that femur bone and socket. Maybe walking the feet out to the edges of the mat, letting the knees fall inward towards each other, and also if this doesn't feel good to you, put a block between the knees and draw the knees towards each other with that support there. Just taking a moment to check in with yourself, check in with your intention. Place the hands on the belly and just notice if there's any tightness there. Thinking of every exhale being a gentle nudge, gentle invitation to let go and release. And then walk the feet inward in line with the hips. And pressing through the soles of the feet, gently lift the hips from the earth and bring them to the left. Let the knees fall to the right. Placing a block there between your knees or under your right thigh. Maybe decreasing that rotation just a little to provide more comfort for the lower spine. Gaze will come over the left fingertips. Still breathing through the navel, through our bellies. A little deeper release if there's any tension further in, anything that we're letting go of that did or did not happen today during your practice or before. Intentionally releasing. Inhale, draw the knees back through center. Shift the hips back through center. The knees in towards the chest. Grabbing on wherever you can. Just giving yourself a little hug here, a little squeeze. And then dropping the feet back down to the mat. Pressing into the earth, lifting the hips and shifting them to the right. Let the knees fall to the left, using any props needed to support you. Arms to a T and gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, draw the knees back through center. Release any props and find your version of Shavasana. Arms at your sides in some way, palms facing up or down. Let the feet fall open. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. Give yourself permission to rest here. Allow the body to be held. To just be still. Wiggle the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, working your way into bigger movements, maybe taking a big stretch, and making your way to a seated position. Just take a moment to feel into your sit bones, connecting with the earth once more. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears and bring the hands to the heart. Just finding a sense of gratitude for the time and space to practice, for carving out this time for yourself to connect with your inner power sources, all the ways that you find strength and resilience throughout your day, throughout your practice, both on and off the mat. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice of Yin Yoga. It is my greatest wish that you carry this practice with you throughout the rest of your evening, your week, and beyond. Thank you for being